Sawubona, my name is Sibena Mthandazo and mina ngingane kagogo. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I educate, empower and hopefully have a lasting impact in each viewer's lives who watch the videos that I post. Today I am talking about something very personal to me. I'm talking about my real experience working with a business coach. So I have worked with a business coach for the past, I think 6-7 months of my business now, since last year, August, September lab. And I still work with her now. We just don't see each other as often as we used to back then. But I'm going to be answering some of the questions that I thought were important to answer. So I've listed it's 5 questions that I'm going to answer through this video for you. If you've got questions or you're wondering what it's like to work with a business coach, at the end of the video, I'm going to be leaving her details because she does work with quite a few business owners. So if you are interested in contacting her, all right, so let's get right into the questions. The first question I'm going to answer is, why did I decide to work with a business coach in the first place? So when I was in my business in 2024, I worked in the business. I honestly thought that I knew what I honestly thought that I knew what I was doing in my business. But after like 3-6 months, once the hype of a new practice died down, I realized that I knew how to see patients very well, but the skills that I had to run an actual business are not going to get me where I wanted to go, and not going to get me where I wanted to see, like where I saw optometry in the next coming years. So I then applied to join the DUT CSE incubation. That definitely helped me a lot, but towards the end of the year, I was still struggling financially. The business wasn't growing at the scale that I wanted it to grow. So last year, beginning of the year, I did my goals and everything, but I kept thinking that if you can get a therapist for like your emotional well-being, then I'm sure you can get a therapist for your business. I just didn't know what it was called at the time. So I started searching around, and then I landed up on my first business coach. And then I think we had 1 session with her, and then I had to change her because my other business coach was a sponsor that I got from APSA. So why I chose to have a business coach in the first place is because I felt like my business was not making the money I wanted it to make. It was not growing at the pace that I wanted the business to grow at. And I felt like stuck. And I felt like if I could go to therapy for my emotions, then surely there has to be a therapy that I can attend for my business. And that's how I landed on a business coach. That was the main thing. Like there were struggles with sales, struggles with customer retention and customer acquisition, struggles with just the overall growth of the business, and I myself personally feeling that I was stuck and not growing in my business. That was the reason why I chose to go for a business coach. Number 2, what has changed in my thinking since working with the coach? Honestly, I feel like I've had a 360 mindset shift. I went from seeing my business as just something that I was good at and something I was called to do. I still see it as part of my calling and part of my purpose, but I now see the business for what it is. I actually am able to look at business data to actually make decisions in my business. I understand that having a business means you need to have a money making machine that actually makes you money, and you need to have systems and structures in place that ensure that the business works like a specific way that you require it to work. You need to have a company culture. I've learned so much in my business, and then in my personal space, I've learned I think my leadership skills have improved. The way I see money has improved. The way I see business has improved. The way I see myself, because whether we like it or not, the way we see ourselves reflects on the business. What I was trying to say and trying to highlight is that if you see yourself as being worthy of the business, or you see the value that you bring in your market, you are going to charge accordingly. And the way you're going to charge is going to be prices that will grow and sustain your business. So it's made my thinking around business and my personal development and me myself personally changed drastically for the good. It improved my leadership skills, improved my decision making. I don't make decisions based off emotions now. I make decisions based on the data that I see. It also improved my confidence. I'm able to actually speak about my business freely. Before I used to, but I had to build that up a lot. But now I'm more confident about my business, more confident about my products, and more confident about the problem that I'm trying to solve in the market. So it's been a really, really, really big mindset shift journey for me personally. The third question is, what practical results have I seen in my business? Firstly, clarity. I think we take this for granted, but when you have someone who calls you out for the things that you said you were going to do and you're not doing it, the habits you said you're going to have and you're not really doing anything about it, when they call you out and you actually take a step and you do the work that is required from you, it brings about a lot of clarity in terms of the direction your business is going, the direction your life is going, and the direction that you're leading your team to. So it has brought a lot of clarity in my personal life, in my business, as well as me being a leader at work. So I'm able to lead my team a little bit better than how I used to do it before. The second thing is systems. I think I speak about systems so much, but it's because it was very intense. The first few sessions, I didn't like my coach at all because I felt like she was attacking me personally, but she used to always remind me, Uguti, it's not about me, it's about my habits. So every time she says something, I mustn't take it personally, but I must look at the habits she's attacking and then work on that. And ever since I've been able to do that, I have been able to build some systems in place in my business that allow me to be able to run the business a lot smoother. I've got better structure in my business that allows me to run the business a lot smoother. The last thing is revenue. I feel like if I didn't get the coach, I probably wouldn't be where I am now in terms of business. We moved from being a 5-figure business to being a 6-figure business in a matter of, I think, 4 or 5 months of working with her. Actually, not even 4 or 5 months. I think, 3 to 4 months of working with her. But from the first month already, because of the clarity and the accountability, we were able to double our sales. And then basically we've been doubling our sales like crazy because of the amount of discipline and structure that she has been able to instill in me, that I believe that if I was just doing it on my own, I still would have been in that dark place that I was at. The fourth question is, what was uncomfortable and challenging about the process? Honestly, the most uncomfortable thing for me was someone who was questioning my excuses. So I had a list of excuses for her for why things were not done or why things were done a certain way and not a particular way, which was obviously more productive, more efficient, and a way that was going to give me better results. I had a list of excuses, and each time I would pull out my list of excuses, she would just be like, Nomi, listen, if you want to see a change in your life and in your business, you need to start dropping the excuses and actually put in the work. And that was very uncomfortable. There were times where I used to be like, you know what, I don't like you anymore right now. And she would just casually say, listen, you don't have to like me. My job is not to make you like me. My job is to make you run your business better, to help you build a more sustainable model for your business, to help you acquire new customers, and to help you grow in your personal development journey. And that's exactly what she's been able to do for me and what she continues to do for me. So that was one of the most uncomfortable things. Someone just telling you your truths. Our friends will sometimes hide the truth from us because they don't want to make us feel bad. She would just talk this is black is black, my sister, and if you don't like the fact that it's black, deal with it and do something about it. And that has taught me accountability. It has taught me to just let go of my limiting beliefs in order for me to achieve what I need to be able to achieve in my life. Another uncomfortable thing is letting go of control. So when you go out there and you, for example, go to a therapist, you need to let go of control of your own emotions. Not necessarily all of them, but you need to let go of some things in order for you to become a better person. And sometimes it's not nice having someone taking that control and actually reviewing your things and telling you where you are falling short. It's not really the best. but it was necessary for me personally to see the growth that I see in my business today. Saying, yeah, I learned a lot from that experience, and yeah, it wasn't comfortable, but it was necessary for me to grow and become the person that I am today. The last question that I'm going to answer is, would I recommend getting a business coach to someone? Honestly, yes, and maybe no, I don't know. But who would this be for? If you're feeling stuck right now in your business, your personal journey, in your career, I definitely recommend a business coach or a career coach, or like paying someone who's going to be your mentor and help you to get unstuck. So yeah, if you're feeling stuck in your business, you're not seeing growth, you're feeling like you're being stagnant, there's no sales, then definitely get a business coach. I feel like it's not for you if you've already established like proper growth in your business and you understand your systems, you understand your flows, and your business is thriving. Unless you feel like there's a direction you want to take and you are not really sure how to go about that, then definitely you can get a business coach. And then to wrap it up, my honest take on having a business coach is that if you feel like myself, that your business is not doing so well and you feel like it needs therapy, just like your emotional life and your mental health, when you are not when you're not having like good seasons of your life, then I definitely recommend getting a business coach, because my coach has helped me tackle so many things. Some of them that I thought were not even related to my business, but she was able to make me see things that affect my business growth, affect my personal growth. And she has also helped me with tools to actually work on those things. We've been working on it together. I would highly recommend getting a business coach, especially if you are a small business owner still figuring things out and you're not really like sure on how to approach certain things. I know that some of them are expensive, but shop around and work a deal with your coach. Do something, okay? Because I can tell you now that one person that you really want Uti for them to mentor you, they are busy. If they're in business, they are busy working on their business. They have families, they have things to do in their lives. And having a business coach means you pay someone for their time and they actually owe you that time to help you with whatever that you're struggling with in your business. Yeah, that's it from today's video. Love you guys absolutely a lot. Please don't forget to like this video if it really helped you. Share it with someone who might benefit from it. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel already, please do subscribe so that you can see more videos about business, more videos about personal growth and life lessons from my gogo, as well as my personal experiences. Love you lots. Bye.